The man accused of killing an 11-year-old boy during a road rage encounter on the 215 Beltway may now face the death penalty. Hello, and thank you so much for joining us tonight live at 6. I'm Abel Garcia.
And I'm Trisha Keene. Prosecutors confirmed today that the case is under review for criminal punishment. Senior reporter Alyssa Bethencourt was in the courtroom this morning. And Alyssa, what else are prosecutors saying?
Abel and Trisha, prosecutors say the actions leading up to the shooting and the fact that the victim was a child could qualify under Nevada law. They also made it clear that any decision must first go through the district attorney's internal review committee. And even if the DA approves it, the death penalty would only be an option if a jury later convicts the defendant of first-degree murder.
Officer,
dead? Why?
I shot at him, bro.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. 22-year-old Tyler Johns is accused of firing the shot that killed 11-year-old Brandon Dominguez Chavarria during a road rage incident on November. Johns and the boy's stepfather, Valente Ayala, were jockeying for position on the 215 before that situation escalated. Prosecutors confirmed the case has now been sent to the DA's Death Penalty Review Committee. That is the panel that determines whether a case legally qualifies for capital punishment. One factor they'll consider is whether firing into a moving car put more than one person at risk. The DA's office says any case with a potential aggravator must be reviewed, and District Attorney Steve Wolfson will make that final decision. Earlier today, I sat down with former Clark County DA David Roger to break down what a jury would have to consider in a case like this one.
In any case, there are two questions for a jury. What crime was committed and who did it? And in this case, obviously, identity is not an issue. And so what a jury will have to wrestle with is what crime did the individual commit? Did he commit first-degree murder, which is a premeditated killing? Was it a unlawful killing without premeditation, which might be second-degree murder?
And he also mentioned other scenarios to consider, like this being something more impulsive or even a form of self-defense. Meantime, Johns is facing several gun charges as well as murder with a deadly weapon. His arraignment is set for February 8th.
So, Alyssa, what exactly would need to happen for the death penalty to even be on the table, and what did David Roger tell you?
Trisha, it's a good question. First, jurors would have to decide what crime was actually committed and whether this was first-degree murder, which of course requires premeditation. Second, he said if the jury finds the defendant guilty of anything less than first-degree murder, the death penalty is automatically off the table. Of course, Trisha, still a lot here that has to play out in this case before a jury gets to decide.